Hello, Nardat here with the second edition of Daily Drop, which I'm changing the name to Daily Flip because that's what I did a few years ago. So back when in the flipping arena days, when Instagram was not in the picture at all, videos were uploaded to YouTube. I did like daily flips. So 6 months I did without missing a day. I did a video, and when I was doing it. Back then, I was pushing myself trying to really do a new trick every week, and I ended up doing a lot of new stuff and really developing myself as a flipper. So I'm gonna call my edition of Daily Drops Daily Flips as an homage to my first daily endeavor, which I only missed 2 weeks, and Son of the Bong did those 2 weeks for me. But anyways. Today, on this Monday, we're going to do my collection. So I'm going to go through every knife I own and talk about it, and then just, talk about the knife and then move on to the next one. So, my first knife ever owned, the Baron Song 3-inch, like, clip point. I won't zoom it in because it won't be in focus because I got manual focus. But this one here, I remember I started flipping in Boston, right? And I was carrying this on my knife in my pocket all the time, and I wouldn't latch it all the time, so I'd reach my pocket and I'd cut myself. The cooks really hated it when I started because the cooks on the ships are like the medics, so they would always like see trails of blood leading to the bathroom or something like that. Okay, so I'm gonna go by order. This is I got this one on my last trip to Florida with the Navy. This one's 13-inch CCC. I don't know who makes it. It says on the blade, it says nothing. It says China stainless, so it's definitely a CCC. This one's a fawn knife. It's a massive beast. I have a scar from it, like my most predominant bali scars from this knife, with the behind the back aerial. I got it in a gun store in Florida, actually. So then I purchased the K1, which I traded, eventually got the BB out of, and then I got the Benchmade 42, which my original Benchmade 42 got taken at the airport. I was flying back from Newfoundland to Halifax, and they saw it in my bag and they took it. And then I never got, no one ever came to my house, or they said they were going to contact the cops, but they didn't, and someone just probably pocketed it. Anyway, so that 42 I lost, and then when I was moving to Newfoundland, my buddy traded me my 42 for a K3 that I had before, and an iPod Classic for 42. So I got that 42, and that's the one I traded for the 43, which eventually got me to infinity. The next knife I owned was the Alpha Beast 1.0, right? Still one of my favorite knives. I've modded this one a lot. This one here, I smoothened the handles, right? So like, and the furthest I went with the grits is like 800 grit, right? So it's like, it's a nice finish. It's not very slippy, so it's still kind of grippy. It's a very fun finish, and I heat anode the chevrons, and I put a B51 latch on it. So this is a 1.0 first version. This one here, I sent a funny story behind this knife. So when I first, DDR asked me if I wanted to be a disciple back fucking, 6 years ago. And I said yeah, so I sent him, and basically the disciple thing was so weird. It was like, send him 300 bucks, he's gonna send me a knife and then I'll be sponsored at some point. Like, it was a stupid idea, and obviously it didn't really work out. And when I asked for my money back, he gave me 350 instead of 300. So I was like, dope, and I turned around and bought an Alpha Beast with it, 1.0. Party pivots, like all my BRS knives are party pivots. And I got stainless steel washers in them because the first ones came with phosphorus bronze bushings, and this one here, I put the stainless steel in them. Took the latch off. Now all my knife are clip-on latch off. Next belly I owned, I think was the 51. The 51, I had the Thai scales. I had the Titanium scales on them. I bought them directly from Titanium. He had extra V0s or whatever. But that one there, I lost it in my work van. I brought it to work one day, and I think it fell in the trash bag, which I eventually threw the trash bag in the dumpster. And then I looked for it. I couldn't find it. Never found it. All right, so that was RIP BM, 41 or 51. So the next knife I got, actually I had the Spiderfly before too. The Spiderfly, funny story behind the Spiderfly. The Spiderfly, I lost it at a Christmas party the year I got it. All right, I had it for 2 weeks. I took it out of a party at my wife's hometown home, and I think she got mad at me because I got blood everywhere. I remember I got blood everywhere in the room. I got blood on her daughter, on her little sister's bed. I got blood on the walls and blood on the sheets. So I think she hid it on me when she was loaded drunk and forgot about it. And I ended up finding it 4 years later in the drawer of the stove, right at the bottom of the stove. Anyways, so it was really, really funny when I found it. Anyways, I traded that one for a TAC-2, which got sent to Gunny, and then Gunny kept the TAC-2, bought me a BB, which I'll get to next. But the next knife after that was the BM51, the Rep. Right, the Rep, I got it off of someone on Instagram. I got Stu to buy it because he didn't want to sell it to me directly because it was in Canada. And then he had dulled the blade like mechanically, so the blade was super dull. So I sent it to Savage, which reground it into a Tonto, and then he sent it to me, which was dope. Next knife is the Bare Bones. This one here, like I said before, I traded my K1 for some cash. Or no, this one here, yeah, that's right. This one here, I traded my Spiderfly for a TAC-2, and then a TAC-2 into the BB, right? And I usually keep it in my compound grind, Rhinol, Juvenol pouch. And he made for me, he gave it to me. Cool Iron Maiden skull with a red stitching. BB, like I said, I got it from Gunny. I run it lashless. I got a little paracord on the blade handle, or the bite handle. Fucking fun little knife, party pivot still. I love it. It's really, really solid flipper. I remember when I got it, it was a V1, so I had that sharp nipple. It took me 5 minutes with a piece of sandpaper, and it was perfect. All right, and it was super comfy. Didn't feel it. Like I smoothed the spine a little bit too, because I'm a little pansy. I like to have comfortable knives. It's a fun jammer, and it would last someone very long if they took care of it. You know what I mean? Okay, last one, Infinity. I keep it in the sheath that I got from Easy last year at Blade, just because it's a nice knife. It's a nice sheath. Took the latch off. All right, so this one here, I traded my 42 for a 43, and 43 I had it for a little bit. And then I got my 43, I traded that on the guy on Instagram for an Alpha Beast, or no, Alpha Beast Infinity. It was modded by some kid, which is actually a douchebag modder. I'm not a real boy. I am not a real boy. Something like that. Anyways, he's a douchebag modder who thinks he knows a lot about modding. When he's okay, like the mod job is not bad at all. I've been just tearing it up and like flipping it like over concrete and doing whatever. I just should be, you know, as a Alpha Beast. And that's it. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll do another one tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Peace.